both in terms of legal aspect as well as the substantive basis. Example, substantiate the argument. Meneka case from 1978. Meneka Gandhi. The scope of Article 2 widely expanded to bring in a large number of areas under the scope of protection of life and personal liberty. Other case, expanding the scope of a right to privacy as instance in Kutuchami judgment with focus on individual rights. Naj Foundation versus Government of NCT of Delhi. The scope of fundamental rights LBGT community LBGT community. Actually, other case expanding the scope of right to privacy as instance in Kutuchami judgment. Focus on individual rights. With focus on individual rights. Expanding the scope of right to privacy as enshrined. Meneka Naj Foundation versus the Government of NCT of Delhi. Scope of fundamental rights. Privacy as enshrined in Puttuswamy judgment. Focus on individual rights. Being a large number of areas under the scope of protection of life and personal liberty. Widely expanded to bring in a large number of areas under the scope. As Foundation Government versus Government of Nancy of Delhi. Scope of fundamental rights LGBT community. LBGT. SBN. Was liberally interpreted. To improve upon the living condition of the marginalized. Navtej Johar versus Union of India. The Supreme Court ruled favor of individual rights. Navtej Singh. Of homosexual leading to decriminalization of homosexuality. Leading to decriminalization of homosexuality in India. Navtej Singh Johar. Implications of such initiative: strengthening the root of Indian democracy by transforming it towards liberal democracy, promoting inclusiveness by right-based approach, strengthening the roots of Indian democracy by transforming liberal democracy and promoting inclusiveness by rights-based approach, enhance stand of India in international arena, helping in strong geopolitical position for its position on fundamental rights for citizens. Fundamental rights for citizens, enhance stand of India international arena, strong geopolitical position, a tool of a good governance, working towards cause of empowering citizens, expanding the scope of right to entities beyond humans, expanding the scope of rights, considering river as living entity by state judiciary, tool of good governance, working towards cause of empowering citizens. Indian democracy is transforming towards liberal democracy and promoting inclusiveness by right-based approach, enhanced stand of India in international arena, helping in strong geopolitical position of fundamental rights for citizens, a tool of internationally strengthen international arena, stand India A tool of good governance working towards cause of empowering citizens. Tool of good governance of the international arena and the standards. A human right provider for citizens. Rights to entities. Expanding scope of rights to entities beyond humans. Beyond human. Beyond humans. Consider river as living entity by state judiciary. Taking care of environmental related matters. Environmental related matters. Scope of right to entities beyond humans. Considering river as living entity by state judiciary. Taking public view related to matter for better feedback and effectiveness economic rights. Taking into account international stand on particular rights-based issue for better policy making. The stand on human rights by international institutions. Taking public view related to matter for better feedback. Involving civil strategy. Taking into account international stand on particular rights-based better policy making. Better policy making.